I can't be the only one where if you go over to a friend's house and you are starving, absolutely starving, but you're too scared to ask for some food because, you know, you feel like rude if you just say, oh, can I just help myself to your fridge and your snacks? But then the mum comes up and asks if you want any food. You're too shy to say yes or no, so you are praying that your friend makes the answer for you and makes the answer yes. But then she says, no, we're not hungry. Excuse me, Vanessa. When did I say I wasn't hungry? Excuse me, Vanessa.
I do not understand in the slightest how I can literally be falling asleep, right? I cannot keep my eyes open. But then when I actually get into bed and I want to go to sleep, I can't. I'm all of a sudden not tired. It's like I swear my days are backwards because I don't know how this works. It will take me like 3 hours to properly go to sleep, even though 10 minutes ago I was so tired. Sometimes it might just be the middle of the night and I will just still be laying there thinking about random things. Like how?
This is why I never trust anybody off of Roblox. A few years ago on Roblox, when I started playing Roblox, I would join a bunch of games and friend everybody in the game. I would even join different servers to friend more people. But this one time, I joined a server and I was very interested in the game, so I didn't friend anybody in that one. But I got a friend request from a girl named Ladybug134. Her name sounded very cool at the time, in my opinion, and I accepted it. Then I left the game to start chatting with her. She started chatting with me about saying, can I make a group chat with you and my friend on Roblox? I said, sure, why not? Because I meant more friends. Then in the group chat, I was saying hi, hello, and stuff like that, and the weird little XDs, emojis, and stuff like that. I was getting kind of confused because nobody else was talking in the chat. You will not believe what they chatted. Like for part 2.
Nah, cause why are we still acting like
Farting is a federal crime.
Like, bro, everybody farts. Beyonce farts. The Pope farts. Your crush? Yeah, she letting him rip in private. But the second someone slips out a lil toot in public, the whole room turns
Into a crime scene.
People be looking around like,
Who did that?
Me, bitch.
I did. I'm human, and it was the burrito I ate earlier.
What about it?
But FR, we need to normalize it. Y'all be holding it in for hours like your intestines on lockdown. All tense, stomach rumbling like a demon's trying to escape. Let it out.
Free yourself, King.
Cause one fart shouldn't ruin your rep. It's not a confession. It's biology. Let's stop acting like a toot is a hate crime.
Normalize farting 2025. Let it rip.
Parents be like, get off your devices, you've been on them all day. And what have you been doing, huh? Oh, look at this picture, oh, look at this. I see you on your Facebook. Don't even try to lie. Leave me alone with my devices and go take your face back somewhere else.
I absolutely hate when you're like in English class or something and your teacher is just simply explaining your task to you. But then you decide to start a very loud conversation with your best friend. She notices you and your teacher gives you that look that really says no. She's like, oh wait. You both look at her like, I'm so sorry. Was my lesson interrupting your conversation? It's fine, guys, seriously, I'll wait. I'm like, thank you, sister, because I've still got to go through all the drama with my best friend. And last time I checked, you were teaching in our conversation.
Story time. In my old school, I was in a friend group of 5 girls, including me. Annie, Camila, Jenna, and Emily. We were all like best friends and always had sleepovers on Fridays or on the weekend. But Camila always said that she couldn't make it because she had soccer practice. We all said, it's okay, you'll come next time, even though she never came, and we never thought anything about it. Until one Wednesday afternoon at lunch when Emily went to the bathroom. We were all like, oh my god, we should totally throw her a slumber party for her birthday next week Friday. And everybody said yes, of course, and we all started planning it. But of course, Camila said, sorry, I have soccer practice, I can't make it. And me, as a straightforward person I am, said, you really can't miss one soccer practice for your best friend's birthday party? She, of course, felt really, really bad and said, okay, fine, I'll go. We were all super happy, but that was obviously a really bad idea.
In my opinion, miraculous is a tiny bit overrated. I mean, sis, don't get me wrong, I ain't no hater, but it's the same in every freaking episode. You know, someone gets angry, then they get acclimatized by Hawkmoth, then Ladybug and Cat Noir come to the rescue and fight a little bit, and then Ladybug uses her, like, lucky charm, and then they win. Then Hawk Moth, at the end of every single episode, is like, I will get you next time, Cat Noir and Ladybug. Just you wait and see. Miss Girl! Well, it better be soon, Hawk Moth. It's been like 100 episodes, and you ain't even been close. Get your game face on. Get your game face on.
Story time. I've said this before, but please do not repost my stories at all. So the setting for this story was my friend's birthday party, and I'm gonna call this friend Blueberry. Just for context, this was basically like a camping sleepover birthday party. Basically, everyone who was invited slept in this giant tent. And my other best friend was also there because me, Blueberry, and her are a trio. So at this point, Blueberry is unwrapping her gifts when one of the guests accidentally jumps on my friend. I'm putting an emphasis on accidentally because it's really needed for this context. My friend is a bit in pain and she's shocked. The other person starts apologizing. Everyone's okay. And then I'm asking my friend if she's okay and all that jazz. And she takes something out of her mouth and it's a piece of her tooth. The piece of her tooth is really small, but it's obvious that some damage was done. My friend is really scared and shocked. And I honestly think anyone would be. Later on, after she cools down, she's fine, everyone is okay, and nothing serious happened. After that, me, Blueberry, and my friend were all just standing outside talking, making sure everyone's okay. And for extra context, it was drizzling earlier and now it started raining. And we sort of just excused the rain because we were invested in our conversation and we just stood under a tree. And then the people in the tent started screaming. I don't have enough time, so come back for part 2.
I remember when I was about 5 and there was this girl in my class and she pretended she was like a child model and a child actress and nobody really like contradicted her for it because when you're 5 you just believe anything anyone says. And she had this really big like ginger hair and it was so pretty. And yeah, she just pretended that she was an actress as a child and we were so gullible to believe that she actually was. And I think it was like a Tuesday or something and it was our class's turn to go in the gardening area because we had a gardening area in our school where we would like pick out these weeds and stuff and each class would do it each week and it was our turn to do it. And I had this handful of weeds and our little book bags were sitting in a row and I thought it would be wonderful to have those handful of weeds and all those worms in that handful of weeds go into that bag.
Teachers be like, oh, you can't wear makeup, you can't wear jewelry, you can't dress how you want, you can't paint your nails, you can't do this, you can't do that, blah, 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 blah. And if you live in the UK, you'll know that on the 8th of March, we're going back to school after the lockdown. Over that lockdown, I've been wearing makeup, I've been wearing whatever clothes I want, I've been painting my nails, I've been wearing jewelry. Has it affected my learning in any way? No. And then teachers come back saying like, oh, but we need to set the boundaries somewhere. We'll set the boundaries somewhere. Make boundaries. But like, let teenagers express themselves. Wearing a necklace will not affect my learning. All of a sudden, oh no, I painted my nails white. Oh my god, all of a sudden, wait, what's 2 plus 2? I don't even know. Let me take the nail polish off. Right, now
My mother's first language is Spanish, so sometimes when I talk to her in English, she'll forget a word or two, but not a problem. She'll just create new words, words no one else was brave enough to use. She took my little cousins to the mall once, and this is what she told me when she got back. She was like, it was so cute. I took the kids on one of those, El Horse Tornado or whatever. You know what it is. I'm sorry. El Horse Tornado? I'm gonna need you to elaborate. And she was like, you know what I'm talking about. You put that attitude down, you put it down. I was like, okay, putting it down. Sorry. She said, don't try me. I'll kick your ass. And I was like, you don't need to kick my ass. Just put me in a horse tornado. I'll be terrified. You think you're funny? Mom, how would you act if someone said that to you in Spanish? Tornado de caballos. That sounds horrifying. She was like, okay, that's pretty funny. Merry-go-round, by the way.